You do not design your children. So I was recently watching this one video by Russell Barkley. He's a clinical neuropsychologist, and he was giving a talk about ADHD. And there was this one segment that when he talked about it, it really touched me in twofold. I will link the video so you can watch it. But basically what he was saying that based on research and based on evolution, different generations do not have that much power in dictating how the subsequent generations will look like. So what happens is a lot of times parents would try to manipulate the environment so that they can design their children. So for example, he talked about the Mozart effect, where when the women are pregnant, they will play Mozart music to have them become smarter, or offer them courses or this and that to make them become smarter. But he said based on research, each child has about 400 genetic traits that they will happen and develop over the course of time, and it has nothing to do with the parent. And so he said, parents, you have to understand this. You do not design your children. Your child, once they're born, then they are going to develop in such a way that it's going to take a life on its own. We can kind of guide them through, but we cannot control them. So on one hand, as a mom to a 7-year-old who's turning 8 years old, it's very freeing. I guess a lot of times when I look at other parents, they're always bringing the kids to this or that, and then I'm also letting my son go for abacus or chess, and then I'm like, oh, like I want him to learn this or learn this or learn this. And then I was like, I feel so guilty because I'm like, oh, I didn't get a chance to offer this opportunity for him to learn. And I was like, oh, am I depriving my son in this aspect? And at the same time, after watching that video, it freed me up to say, hey, there's only so much I can do as a parent, as a mom. I have to let him do his own thing, because even when I offer things to him, he still won't do something. He needs to have his own time, and when he's ready, then he'll do it, and when he's interested, he'll do it. And I certainly can see that in my own son. So that's one fold. And on the other hand, for me as a daughter, in my own journey, I actually have to realize, hey, my mom has been trying to get me to follow what she wanted me to do, and on my own term, I have to break away from her so I can be responsible for myself. And I'm speaking in the area of, while growing up, I blamed my parents a lot. Why did they do this? Why aren't they like that? Why didn't they support me? And so on and so forth. And I held a very big grudge against them for a very long time. And it was through my own healing journey, I realized they were doing the best. And I also have to now take the control back into my own life to say, hey, I have to be responsible for myself. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they did or didn't do. I can no longer blame them for those things. What they did was they're trying to do the best for me. And I get it, because for some parents, they have very toxic traits, or they were doing things that were not beneficial to the child. And a lot of times they were thinking, oh, I'm in this situation right now because of my parents. And yet I want to share this so badly, because I know as much as their parents had done a lot of wrong, had caused them a lot of pain, at the same time, if they keep holding on to that blame, they will never get over it. They will never want to get past that hurt. that they will never evolve and take control of their lives. And so I just want to share, like, with this mentality, I just saw it as this is my generation, and that was my mom's generation, and now I have my son's generation. And so the only generation level that I can take care of is my own generation, myself, my own life. I cannot control what my mom did or did not do. I cannot control what my son can or cannot do. I can only be me, doing my best to build a better relationship with my parents, and also give my son the best environment and the best guidance that I can give him, so that he can have his own generation, so that when he has his own children, then that's another layer of things. So he will know how to take care of himself, so he can also transfer those skills onto the generation after him. And so have a watch on his video, and I would love to hear what you got out of it. You can always send me a message, comment down below, or send me an email. And that's it for today. Until next time.